What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here, and we are actually doing something a little different.
At least right now.
A little different.
And now, time for something completely different.
So we're gonna wait for a couple people to show up. There's Mr. Skeem. What up, Skeem?
Hello?
Yo, give me a chance to pause my fucking... There you go. I don't actually want you running. Pause. Pause. I will leave the chat up, though. Till we get some more people in.
There we go.
So how's it going, Skeem? You watching football? Foosball? How's it going, Skeem?
He was.
Oh, my lord.
I know I'm turning the volume off. Chill. Phone is playing us back 30 seconds later. It's always fun.
The Nickelodeon version. What up, Duel?
Hey, Duel. Have they slimed anyone yet? Because it's not Nickelodeon if there's not slime.
It was so much fun watching the Colts fuck everything up yesterday.
Haha! Yes! Alright.
Do not get me
Awesome.
wrong. The Colts fumbled at the end of that game and should have lost right then and there. But the fact that they actually gave the other team their timeout back after they called the timeout for it to be reviewed, like you're not supposed to be allowed to throw red flags within 2 minutes.
Hi, Mrs. Skeem.
So I just kind of feel like they should not have got that timeout back, which would have actually probably changed the whole game. Again, we should have lost. That was a fumble, but...
Welcome, Virginia. We're getting there. We're getting there.
How's everybody doing? Now, Skeem, I'm going to leave this part up to you. Do you want us to watch the videos of the videos you've put out off the album, or do you want us to stick all to Spotify?
Wow. Tough decisions.
Yes.
No? That's what it is.
Videos would be a better version. Okay.
We can do that.
Now, we're not going to break everything down like we normally would, especially if we've actually reacted to the song. Are either of you channel?
Hey, Freeman.
I'm a channel member. I became a channel member 3 days ago. I'm a schemer.
Okay. I'm...
Because Insanity now has a lyric video. Ooh.
Isn't something else dropping at 9 o'clock tonight as well?
Hello, Freeman.
That sounded very Lecter-ish. You should offer him a nice Chianti.
I want to watch the new Clarice show. They have a new show about Starling, and it's supposed to take place a year after everything that happened in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I have no clue who's going to play. I haven't looked it up.
Okay.
But I don't know who plays Clarice in it.
We'll have to look. Oh, okay. The lyric video for... Okay, got it. Got it.
Nice. All right.
He's the one with the money, so he can join channels and shit. I can't.
I do those things. What up,
Hey,
Pebbles?
Pebbles.
All right, so to give you guys a little bit of history, we were supposed to do this a long fucking time ago.
We were.
As much as I would like to place the blame on Skeem, I place just as much blame on myself.
Well, yeah, we were intending to do it on a Saturday and then realized...
Well, I'd hit Skeem up and was like,
Skeem
hey...
works on Saturdays and then...
I was like, what days you work on? And then he hit me up a week later and was like, hey, just get into this.
Next time, I think Mrs. Skeem and I should organize the schedule.
Probably.
It'll happen sooner, at least.
Well, Skeem's about to be full YouTube employed, so...
Yeah. It still requires a schedule. So there is that. Third. Well, I mean, hopefully each review is a little bit different. So, you know.
Ours is going to be a little different. It's going to be full of crude humor.
I mean...
Us fucking with Skeem and vice versa, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, like...
A little more of rubbing my nipples during songs.
I read something that said, like, if you can't roast me and compliment me at the same time, you're not the one for me. Get the fuck out of here. And I laughed so hard. I was like, that's appropriate. Like,
It's about right. It's about right.
I like my friends like that too. Like, if you're not roasting me, we're not friends. Because I'm most certainly picking on you. All right.
Don't all right at the same time as me.
People
already think we're weird.
Right.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this off. So the first song is Hit Me.
It is. Okay.
Also, big shout out to Crypt for being the first of everyone that's reacted to not notice that we were in the video.
That we've seen.
That we've seen.
Like, yeah.
Come up with a schedule for YouTube.
Well, like I said, in the future, if there is another event like this, or dinner, or anything of the sort, I'm hitting you up on Twitter.
True.
And we're scheduling.
Women are better at scheduling than men. That is, I will...
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Hey, Royalty.
All right.
Organized scheme.
Oh, calm down. Just jumping right in there. How's it going, Royal? Welcome, welcome. Virginia. All right, so yeah, first song is Hit Me. Did you ever see the BTS? No, I have not seen the behind the scenes yet. Or maybe, I think we've seen a little bit of it. Because I know he emailed it to me.
He emailed at least. I don't know how long the official behind the scenes is, but he did mail us that segment, which was good fun.
True. All right.
Caught me, dancing to the mariachi going on.
So this is Hit Me. We're probably not going to pause.
Yeah, we saw it, so it was the same. Okay.
Okay. We're probably not going to pause during this one, just because
Right.
we've reacted to it.
We were in it.
And we were in it.
Yeah, I mean.
And yeah, so this is the first song. It is Hit Me.
It's fabulous.
Let's check it out. I mean, let's watch it again. Let's review it.
I mean, face. Great way to end it. Great way.
Turns out everybody hates me. Only 10 and a reelin' hazing. I would say this stuff don't faze me, but I ain't crazy. Well, not yet, maybe. Set the stage for a brand new drama. Skinny boy with a vengeful mama. All the stuff they say at church, it kinda hurt, but my mom's feels worse. So go out and get scorned, then go home and get more. My true self looks deformed. I try my best, but I can't conform. But here's a trick to deal with little pricks. A blow to the face only hurts a bit. If you predict the hit, bitch, I'm inviting it. I ain't making friends. I know how this ends. Dealer gave me 10, so hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. You say that I'll break. Boy, this money's fake. I'd rather give, so take and hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. They say I'm counting
Nice ad.
cards.
I am all for Bed Wars.
I mean.
I'm just saying, it is a very, very, very nice ad. Now, if only it would have been like a butt stuff ad.
Placement right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, this is the first time in probably 2 decades I had sparkling Martinelli cider anytime close to the holidays. And that's when my parents provided that every holiday for the under 21 drinkers.
Right.
So it was nostalgic.
YouTube Premium costs money that I don't want to spend for it yet. Yet.
But I'm just hiding scars. You know I won't go far. Just trying to hit par. My birdie's in the air, but life ain't playing fair. Wait till I hit some green. These souls will bogey me. Come on to the
agree.
main attraction. The little man made for your satisfaction. Hit me once and feel the action. Tear me down to patch your lacking. I'm not real, I pretend to be. Nobody knows him, not even me. At 10 years old, trade identity for self-deprecating energy. I ain't making friends. I know how this ends. Dealer gave me 10, so hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. You say that I'll break. Boy, this money's fake. I'd rather give, so take and hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Some people think that I just hide behind a mask, but truth be told, the mask I wear ain't made of plastic from a cask. See, when I bask in my own memory, I tremble at the fact that when I think of my identity,
Nikki. Hi, Butterbean.
Nikki, hey, Butter.
I don't know who I am. I lost them long ago by playing games like I was normal, so my feelings wouldn't show. 'Cause when I'd go into a flow of who I was, well then I know I was a creature cursed by Boy, this money's fake. I'd rather give so take and hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. I ain't making friends. I know how this ends. Dealer gave me 10, so hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. You say that I'll break. Boy, this money's fake. I'd rather give so take and hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me.
That's
So,
great.
a couple of fun little facts about that song.
For anybody that doesn't know.
Well, the first one, so someone I had seen somewhere, or they said at some point, I think it was during one of our live streams. They're like, Skeem did such a smart thing with wearing a mask all the time. He like never has to memorize his lyrics.
Oh, no.
And no. What people don't understand is he definitely has them memorized.
Definitely. And because the music wasn't that loud, our timing kind of sucked. So, I mean, he was already saying them, but he started saying them louder so that
she could get
I
the
could
timing
hit
down.
him on the right. I mean, how many people are like, and here is your cue to smack me? No, I mean, like, actually, no.
Also,
slap harder.
Skeem, I have learned over the course of the last week and a half. She also sings about a half-second off beat as well when she sings.
That is true. That is true.
We'll be in the shower listening to music, and she'll be singing, and like I'm on beat, and then she'll be behind. I'm like, I don't know who to rhyme up with because
Yep.
you're off, both of you. Stop
Yeah,
it.
it's okay.
All right.
Are you at work again, Nikki, or do you actually have some time off?
So yeah, sportsing's next.
But yeah. I am the champ of it, and I will own that shit. Now, if I'm not singing with someone, not like with him, but like to a song that has
Sunday.
a singer, I can keep time. I was in musical theater. I just, for some reason, Amazon Sunday.
So
They did just deliver here too.
So I'm guessing Cleavage or this was the one, if I remember correctly, he did 2 different thumbs for.
Yeah, he did short shorts.
He did short shorts and then Cleavage.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I sent that Hit Me video out to all of my friends and family, and the first response I got from everybody was boobs. Nothing about the song, just boobs.
Boobs.
So he always has, some gimmick.
I'll say we've heard this one too. The tacos are here. Ah!
All the cool kids out sports sing. Time to try it out.
Oh, he has a playlist. Okay, we'll click that after this.
Make a sports team. Dream about money, big mansions, but fumbling it up. Oh snap, Mark Sanchez.
Thank you,
I guess I
Nikki.
should get up and do some basketball. Maybe all the speed will compensate, cause I'm not very tall. That didn't work too well. Ah damn. Michael's magic confidence only works on Space Jam. Got no Lola Bunny, but the kids they call me funny. Like bugs they bug me, but me and Mark don't get you carrots, honey. No gold diggers
No, but it
here,
gets
man,
you
I'm
Jessica
choosing
Rabbit.
for a free ride to the private school.
Huh?
I said no, but to be fair, it gets you Jessica Rabbit.
True.
So, Okay.
Okay, we'll definitely do that. I love. So again, I grew up playing and watching a lot of sports. Okay, a lot of basketball and a lot of football. Not a lot of sports because I didn't like
Not a
hockey.
lot of
I
variety.
didn't like soccer. I didn't like any of that other shit. I wasn't a big fan of baseball, but I do love a lot of the double entendres.
I appreciate it, Nikki. My mentor's husband just retired from the USPS.
That's crazy, Butterby.
Years of service.
School my mom works for. They say I level out. Just join a sports team. Got the energy, but I don't do well with the coaching. Beating up by poor kids or getting hazed by rich kids. I think I hate it all. I'm sick of every brand of bitch kid. Which kid snitched hid? Got suspended for a week just for knocking out a prissy little twig freak. All the cool kids, they all sportsing. Time to try it out with the sports scene. I wanna fly about, make a sports team. Even in my own dog sport, it's a sport name. Coordination Communication lacking, attention span collapsing. When I try to play the game, I'm target for harassing. Now amassing a legacy of passing. Never take a shot, cause if I miss, stay on my ass. Asking why I'm failing or just failing, as if losing the game was a spot to find me basking. Now that's a whack theme. I broke your jaw, I smack dreams. Now built for all the drama, just violent. So they call me JV, go VARSITY. Cheerleaders spread their thighs for the dunce guys. So that's why I'll add a letter to my jacket. Just a patch, but it will hack it for a back of the bus for the jacket. Turns out there's incentive for the assholes, but some pussy isn't worth it far as that goes. Got the singer.
The only memory I have of any time being in the back of the bus for anything ridiculous actually had nothing to do with sex.
Okay.
I was laying down in the back of the bus on the way home, waiting, to get home, and I was listening to my CD Walkman.
Discman?
Discman. That one. The Discman.
The one that I have in the other room?
Yeah.
That was like, I am going to show this to your children and lie about what its usage was?
With all 30 seconds of anti-skip that it had.
Right.
And I was singing out loud and didn't realize how loud I was.
I've done that.
And it was that really popular song by City High, What Would You Do? What would you do if you was at home?
Oh, okay.
All alone on the that one.
All right.
I had no clue. I was singing super loud and my eyes were closed and I was just jamming out. Next time I opened my eyes and there's like 6 heads poking over.
Looking at you. What you doing?
Fun times.
I actually got the Discman as one of those, what were they, like walkathons, runathon things. It was like for charity, and you had to get X number of pledges, and then it was actually 4-track. So I had to run X number of circuits of the track with all of these pledges, and I busted my ass and made myself do it so that I could get a Discman. My parents wouldn't get me one.
As a teenager, that's a viable reason to run.
Yeah, I was a preteen. So even more reason to run. By the time I hit, like, high school years, fuck that noise. Fuck that.
Yeah, kind of like a
I
gangbang
wanted
thing. Pebbles would be correct.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, kind of.
I'm just glad it wasn't one.
For the assholes, but some pussy isn't worth it far as that goes. Got the singer, but just punching kids is mad dope. And the wrestling they offer is a pedophile show. All the cool kids, they all sport sing. Time to try it out with the sports scene. I wanna fly about, make a sports team. Even in my own dog sport, it's a sport name. Individual rage, I ran away fast. Forgetting these couldn't hang, barefoot on dry grass. The coach said, what's his name? Didn't know who I'd passed. I'm the fastest kid at school, too bad running is a badass. Looking to everything, gotta be the one that goes out to the circle, trick around for fun. Now bitch stands.
My son actually just told me he actually gave up playing cello.
Did he now?
Because he wanted to do something sports related, so he decided he's going to run track. And I was like, I mean, it's a good basis for sports, and actually a lot of sports players do run track, but I'm just saying, for your sake, I hope you choose to do something else. I didn't go into reasons why, but yeah, track runners typically don't
Get laid?
Don't have anyone really look their way.
Well, I mean, but it is a valid sport.
It is. No, I'm not saying anything like that.
Yeah. I kind of hope for his sake he doesn't go for a contact sport. I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know. He's a slippery little...
He is.
butthole.
He is. He could be the fastest kid there. He could. You never know.
Our actual... Well, instant disrespect, be a world-class runner. Right.
Unless you're Usain Bolt, and then you get kind of a mixed bag.
No, I actually like Country Butterby. But that'll be in the reaction stream that comes up after this. This
is the album.
Yeah, this is the entire We Skeem album
Yeah.
review.
But if you want a country song after we start the regular live stream tonight, come on in and request it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Too bad running is a badass. Looking to everything, gotta be the one that goes out to the circle, trick around for fun. Now bitch damn skinny, put a run for guns and then stare at the buns of the gym short hunts. Can't say it's all sad, he's gross so bad. See me as a brother, while some motherfucker will shack. What a gag, pretty boys will call me a fag. I'm a world class athlete, man, this tracks. All the cool kids, they all sports sing.
True.
Time to try it out with the sports scene.
I actually have no problem whatsoever with track running. And it is a legit sport. The only problem is it's a sport that nobody pays attention to except for once every 4 years.
Kind of true, yeah. Yeah, you have a point. Not the ice kind.
Right. I got invited to join my high school varsity basketball team. I beat one of their best players one-on-one in basketball. And then the coach asked me to be on the team.
With you, Mrs. Skeem.
The coach asked me to be on the team, and I told him no. Because I wasn't going to play with the dude that I just beat. I was like, he's extremely selfish. There's nothing about team playing in this, and I'm not going to play for it.
Right.
I kind of wish I would have now, but...
I did softball and basketball and gymnastics. Loved gymnastics, hated team sports. And then by the time I was in high school, I was in musical theater. So that's what I was busy doing.
Playlist.
Just by them getting too tired. I mean, that is...
Oh, Insanity's actually the next one.
Yeah. I mean, but that is what
All right.
track and all of that's about, though.
Worked out half the time.
You just ran the ball and hope they get...
No, my big thing in high school was I was in the band / marching band. I played French horn, was first chair for... I just totally lost my thought process there.
Mm-hmm.
I was first chair for about 3 years, and then I quit because they wanted to force me to switch to playing trumpet, and I didn't want to play trumpet. So I was like, nah, I'm good.
I just didn't want to run by the time I was in high school.
Is it the community tab? Or member? It'd be the membership tab, I bet. I don't think I have the VIP schemer.
This one time at band camp. Correct.
I got the cheap one, Scheme. I is a $5 dono person. Oh, it's community tab? Ah, there it is.
There we go.
There it is. There it is. Calm down. Calm down. You're jumping right in there.
You were on the trombone?
They served me cinnamon ball things. Ooh, Cinnabon Delights are delicious. Have you had them?
I don't know.
From Taco Bell?
No.
They're the little cinnamon... You know what Cinnabon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them, but in balls.
Okay.
They're delicious.
All right.
When warm. When they're cold, they're just alright.
They're just all right.
They're just alright.
They're still
They're
edible. Okay.
But they're just, yeah. Alright, so this is We Skeem's Insanity.
New lyric video.
New lyric video. So the song I remember there were 2 songs I was most looking forward to hearing off of this album. And it was Insanity and Broken.
Okay.
Broken's towards the end of the album though.
Okay. We'll get there.
But not squished together in a cup. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, they're going to taste the same anyway, right?
True. Alright. So, again, we probably should be telling people what we think of the songs. We've actually reacted to both of those past 2 songs.
Right.
I mean, we love them. At least I do. I can't speak for her.
I've already said that we loved them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Let's check out Insanity.
I like that bass.
How long does it take you to put together these lyric videos?
Why are they all looking at me like that?
Because you're sexy. Sorry.
Definitely. That's definitely why.
Why are they all looking at me like that?
A few hours.
My parents see a frightening child. I'm heresy, evolved from the wild. Apparently, I'm out of my mind. Disparage me, I guess I'm aligned.
Check pussy eyes, don't trust all lies. He's great, unwise, he's insanity.
I like that. I like the little kid sharpening the knife too in the background. That was a fitting image to use.
He was talking about everything's lies, and initially my thought goes straight to nothing is true, everything's permitted,
Right.
which is Assassin's Creed
Well,
main rule.
I just like how it was all whispers and going from ear to ear and.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Assassin's Creed is my favorite game series. I'm kind of obsessed. So anytime I get a chance to bring it in,
It's great. Hey, Nova.
I have not, Ave. I have not.
Is my unfit keys insanity.
I guess it's easier to think that I am evil than to realize the reasons I'm not treated as an equal. Everybody wants to play the good guy, but not a person wants to play with gadflies. The bad flies, so you pass by. Never let the outcast show a feature film to your mind's eye. The shy guy never gonna draw eyes, but the more you criticize and vilify, the more it can disqualify. It's better at me. I still try to realize I'm just a kid. You oversimplify. I'm lost. Will you indemnify? I'd pay for reassurance, but in sureness I feel worthless. No insurance. Who's to cure this?
Pussy eyes, don't trust all lies. His brain unwise. He's insanity. Dangerous fit. Watch out, you hit.
I'm really liking this, and he did such a really good job putting this video together.
He really did. I really like the bass in it too. I mean, the whole thing is incredibly well put together, and I always like his verbiage.
Yeah, dude. I was
He used
actually
the best words.
I was actually gonna go live a lot earlier, but then I realized I probably should take a nap, and my nap turned into a full 6-hour sleep for me. And then I woke up and was like, "Guess I'm gonna go ahead and fucking stream now. I'm not gonna be able to go back to sleep."
Right.
And then I streamed for what, 5.5, 6 hours, close
Something
to.
like that. It was a long stream.
And then I went back to sleep and had some of the most fucked up nightmares.
I kept smothering him, and not in any kind of fun way, which is kind of
It
disappointing.
was weird. She was somehow in my dreams managing to choke me, and I actually woke up like not being able to breathe. It was fucked up.
Hey, Hell. So this stream is solely Once Upon a Loser. We
Yes.
Schemes. We will start our regular stream after this. Our regular scheme. Stay tuned for that. And then you guys can request regular stuff.
Yes.
Insanity. Dangerous fit. Watch out, you hit. Is my unfit keys insanity.
I say words and words and words, but nobody understands. Dumb it down to feed the birds, chew it up and vomit plants. All they do is take and chirp, so they're calling me a twerp. When I want to leave them there, to let them starve in their despair. Call me crazy because I can't empathize with the stupid people acting like nobody sees their lives. I'm sorry, I'm not dumb enough to fall for all the tricks, but why am I the crazy one for using rocks instead of sticks?
Check pussy eyes, don't
I would use rocks instead of sticks. Fighting at a distance is great.
Well, I mean,
That's why in any game you have a choice between being a wizard and like an up close fighter. Always be the wizard.
well, yeah, duh.
But you also die a lot quicker.
Duel said I had Freddy powers.
You get Freddy what?
Powers.
Powers?
Killing you in your sleep.
Right?
Yeah. Dream world. I'm getting in.
Am I the crazy one for using rocks instead of sticks?
check pussy eyes, don't trust all lies. His brain unwise. He's insanity. Dangerous fit. Watch out, you hit. Is my unfit keys insanity. Check pussy eyes, don't trust all lies. His brain unwise. He's insanity. Dangerous fit. Watch out, you hit. Is my unfit keys insanity.
That was.
I like how
That
it all
was
kind
fun.
of unwinds at the end there. I love it. So far, this is my favorite.
It's your favorite so far?
Between the bass and just the whispering, and it's suitably creepy. It's also a message like my parents were a little worried. More because I was an introvert, but I also had a very I won't say sadistic side of me, but like, I don't know. I was not nice to my sister. I do. I am going to later play this in the room. Speakers close to the bed.
I mean, my parents also. Well, my mom was worried about me.
Yeah.
Like, I'd bought a serial killer encyclopedia to study for a story I was going to write.
Oh, I remember you okay.
And she intercepted it in the mail.
I was like, oh my god.
And then, like, wanted to sit down and have, like, a serious talk with me. She's just like, you're not thinking about killing... No, Mom, no. You need to chill.
doing research on serial killers so that I could... Well, I mean, maybe you would. I I have, like, 3 bookshelves full of just serial killer stuff and forensic pathology.
Our first ever conversation was a 5-hour conversation based around horror movies and serial killers. So
yeah. I mean, my parents were concerned. Plus, I was reading so far past grade level reading that they were worried I wasn't comprehending a lot of the adult scenarios the correct way.
When it comes to beat, the little things are what I notice. I absolutely love in the chorus the beeping of the heart rate machine to go along with the chorus. It's little things, guys.
Yes,
little things.
It's little tiny, little elements. Just like every Hallmark movie.
All right. So the next one is Silence.
This is Chime,
This
a mobile bank account and debit card.
I will pass on Chime. Thank you.
I mean, isn't that what everyone's bank account does now? I don't know.
Mine does. The slogan of the micro penis community.
You just need a chick that agrees. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. Yeah.
Right. There are some women shows are acceptable.
You know?
All right, let's peep out Silent. We're never gonna get monetized, babe, for anything ever.
We knew that.
True.
That's just part of being us.
Although I told Dwayne I was going to get was it Dwayne I was telling?
Finish
Or was it
this.
Gatz? It was either Dwayne or Gatz. I was joking. And I said I was going to go out and get several of those make a dildo based off your own penis things.
Right.
And then send everybody a dildo of my penis that I know in the YouTube community.
Okay, I don't know that I was present for that conversation.
I don't remember what I would not do that because that's a fucked up thing to do. I would much rather just mail them a bag of dicks, which are the little gummy dicks that you can actually get mailed.
Right.
That'd be a lot more fun. But,
right. There's also those, like, you can make a mold of your asshole and send people chocolates that are based off of your specific pucker type.
An auto blow AI will be forever. Skeem does have a P.O. box. This is true.
Well, there you go. A condom sponsor. Well then.
All right, so this is Silent. Let's check it out. Oh, speaking of which, if any of you guys are here and you don't follow Skeem, which I don't think any of you don't, his Twitter and YouTube are in the comments, or in the not the comments, the description below.
Follow for fun
Yes.
and butt stuff, apparently.
Come watch me and Skeem have the exact same thought process every time Holla at Crazy posts something. That's what we do.
My God. So, that particular post about on his mama, I saw the post first on
She
Twitter,
saw it
and I
first.
was like, babe, no, babe. We have a grammatical error that is pure comedy gold, but I don't know Holla well enough.
I was like, I do.
Yeah,
Let me hit him up.
so he went and made pretty much the same comment that Skeem did, so that I could go in and say, comma saved reputations. Like, I was like, no, this needs to be commented on. With
It's a journey that I'm taking, don't enjoy the ride. All these people faking while I'm shaking, I'm afraid of pride. Cause if I start posting, then there's less of me to hide. And I despise the staring eyes of all the people who scrutinize. Shooting ties as subtle as a...
Before we get too far into this, I'm loving the beat of this.
I really like the piano.
Well, I'm always big on lighter beats in terms of like either using strings or pianos or things like that. I'm not a big fan of the whole synth sound that a lot of people use nowadays.
Right.
But
I like coming into it with just the piano playing.
But the piano and the drum line that he's using
works
really
it's simple.
fucking well.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a journey that I'm taking, don't enjoy the ride. All these people faking while I'm shaking, I'm afraid of pride. Cause if I start posting, then there's less of me to hide. And I despise the staring eyes of all the people who scrutinize. Shooting ties as subtle as until no one will sympathize. Create an anthem for myself, there's no one left to hear the cries. Wasn't wise to idolize the idle guys, a dire gas. My words are met with IRS, reduced replies to silence eyes. I don't mean to antagonize, but sometimes I overanalyze. I see people like the pantomime, all an extra to a scripted line. This social construct isn't real to me. Are they an actor, or is it really me? I'll make a pact with my destiny. If I make it to tomorrow, then I'll think like there's no sorrow. Learn to feel in actuality. Stay silent every time I speak. Don't let them know that I'm a freak. The thoughts I have are more than bleak. Don't let them leak. Stay silent.
I could definitely remember being at a point in my life having that exact same feeling. Now I'm 100% okay with people knowing I'm a freak.
Right. Well, obviously, so is Skeem at this point. No, I spent most of my childhood and most of my 20s this way. Like, and, you know, one of the things he said in the first verse is every time he speak, like, everyone was just angry with him for what he did say or what he was noticing about people, whatever his statements were. And I just stayed silent because I either piss people off, notice too much, mention a different viewpoint. I mean, like, I'm
typically a people watcher anyways when I'm with groups of people.
Right.
I spend more time listening to what they're saying and just, like, analyzing them.
Me too.
Than anything else. Right.
What's that? Can't relate? Yeah, no, I mean, I've always been a people watcher. Like, that's what I do, but then you get yourself in, or I got myself in trouble because I'd make a comment about my observations, and they didn't like hearing the truth, basically.
Right.
Or they all had a very strong point of view, and I'd be like, yeah, what if you look at it this way? Nobody likes that.
Right.
There's very few people who are willing to look at multiple points of view and be like, you know what, I could have been wrong.
Right.
Especially if they have, like, a really strong feeling about their opinion in the first place. But, I mean...
Welcome to our conversation about politics, y'all. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that too. And my interests were so varied that, like, I don't know, there's not many people who want to sit and talk about, like, I don't know, world religions and then serial killers and then... I don't know, veterinary science and then psychology and then, you know, bouncing around. They're like, and yeah, I'm done.
I got you, baby.
I know.
Do you really want to understand? Do you really want to go ahead and grab onto this bony hand? Do you want to know the man who can fall to some demands and the goddess of his plans?
Well, you're not wrong.
And
you're
twerking.
You're not wrong.
And twerking.
Well, I mean, it depends on who's twerking.
Nah. Oh, I got that. I'll have to show you that later.
Okay.
Explaining
that scares me.
Explaining it through words does not give it the justice it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
This bony hand, do you want to know the man who can flaunt his own demands and the goddess of his plans are aggression on the damned? Everything is a flimsy veil at best, but it covers me, they see no duress. I'd like to address, but it's hard to confess. All it takes is a smile to hide that I'm depressed. Don't really want to think what they know. If they think I am broken, then they're letting it flow. If they think I am happy, then they're missing the show. If they think nothing of me, then I've nowhere to go. Whatever they think, it occurs to me. The world's a disease, no one's saving me. They say I'm sick for lack of empathy, but my memories reminded me that no one empathizes with me. Stay silent every time
He'd had that part where he'd said, faking a smile, just so people think I'm okay.
Yeah.
And we've talked about
Basically,
this.
leave me
We've talked about this a lot of times. Both of us have dealt with depression. And it's one of those things where I actually posted a picture on my Discord finally. By the way, Freeman, I know you were asking for it. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I know you tagged him on the Discord,
I think I
but
did.
I don't think he...
I'd actually taken a picture. I had one of those apps on the iPhone back when I had an iPhone before I realized I hated Apple. And it was an app where it took multiple pictures and it had a slider so you could merge them together. So I had managed to make a picture of me standing in the bathroom looking in the mirror. And the me looking into the mirror was smiling and everything was cool. And the me looking back from the mirror was like pulling my hair out and screaming. And it was a literal visual representation of how I felt in life at that time.
Right.
And a lot of times we smile just so we don't have to burden other people or even really talk about it. We don't.
Well, and also, like, the one time that I finally admitted to my parents that I was, like, in a serious place of depression, they called a therapist on me.
Right.
And I mean that quite seriously. Like, they had a therapist that came to the house. And she became actually, like, a problem. Like, a serious problem, guys. Not just, like, I didn't like her. Because I did like her. But she became kind of, like, obsessive. Which we found out later she did with a lot of female clients my age. However, like, it was the one time I was like, no, I'm depressed. And it was a bunch of crap. And some of this needs to stop. We need to make readjustments. And what did they do? They called a therapist instead of being like, oh, you hate all the kids at the private school? They hate you? Yeah, why don't we just transfer you to public school? No, they were like, fix her. You know? So, right. I don't know.
Whenever that's with me, stay silent every time I speak. Don't
Not anymore, Pebbles.
know that I'm a freak. The thoughts I have are more than blink. Don't let them leak. Stay.
I like that change up. Oh, Pebbles, if you ever want to see me, what I'm really feeling inside, watch me play Assassin's Creed and fail a tailing mission like 5 times in a row and lose my shit.
That's
Fun times.
epic.
That happened last night. I was getting so shitty.
I want to see a music video for this. I want to see what Skeem, like, mentally, what he views. Like, is he a lounge singer in that? Is it going to be like a dystopian fantasy view? Like, I don't know.
I could see him sitting in a chair hunched over on stage. I could see him sitting in a chair in a lounge room.
Oh yeah,
Just sitting there snapping while he's singing.
right. I want to see him like on like a throne almost in a room like that, and like chicks
I can
next
see
to
it.
him like fanning him with the leaves and shit. That would be great. He needs a cane though. Yeah.
Stay silent.
Ooh, the pitch change. Okay.
That's great.
Them know that I'm a freak. The thoughts I have are more than blink. Don't let them leak. Stay silent.
It's my favorite song so far.
I really like that one. Really like that. It's relatable completely. And I
Right.
like all of the little changes he put in there. The tempo, the flow, I really like, and it's so pretty. My rage moments, so I'm not a gamer. I get pissed off at cliffhangers. Like, pissed off at cliffhangers.
That's why we
in
haven't
books.
continued watching Walking Dead yet.
That too.
Slacker.
I don't do well with them. And also, I get really ticked off at the TV, like when movies are not made the way they should be based on the book, or they do stupid shit in TV shows. Like, seriously, Brenda, you didn't think the
No, I'm
cops were
standing
gonna
up.
come after you when
We'll go
your
potty.
ex-boyfriend was killed? Like, seriously? That's how you're gonna hide the body? In his bedroom? Like, no. So I will sit there and argue with the TV because, it cares. I think Skeem does have a really nice voice. But I do, I will get a little ragey when driving. I won't, like, pull over and try and box, but, like, I get a little ragey when driving. Exactly, Pebbles. Like, stand up and protest, girl. Do not drop that hair. Why would you do... That's like... Right. Your name's on that. It's traceable. Really? I don't understand some people. I mean... You'd think a 5-second think through would carry you further than this. Oh, it was in the heat of passion. No. They were just dumb. That's all. Just dumb. So yeah, those are my ragey moments. Feel better?
It was an impromptu one. I stood up and I was like, oh, I gotta pee.
All right.
All right, next up is sportsing.
No, we watch Sportsing.
We've heard this, or not sportsing, I'm sorry, Punk Kids. We've heard this song
we've
too.
heard and
Absolutely
I love. So Insanity is still my favorite. Silent would come next.
Grammarly does more.
But I loved Punk Kids when we first heard it. So,
Yes.
I don't know, Skeem. You might have a winner of an album here. Because
Winner.
it's getting hard.
Giggity.
That's what she said. Yeah, I don't know how. I just don't know. Some people just don't think this shit through.
Don't think what through.
Oh, we're talking about, like, rage moments at the TV when I'm like, seriously? She's like, people paying with their own credit card at a motel. It's like, yeah, it's traceable.
It's one of the top streamed on Spotify. I think that's what's funny. 9 times out of 10 artists I've heard,
Right?
like, the songs they like the most and the songs that mean the most to them that they make are usually towards the middle to bottom of what's most listened to, and the ones they
Right.
typically tend to not like
Okay, but what was
end up near the top.
what were your reasons that it was the bottom? Did you not like how it came out? It just wasn't one of your favorites? Like, I'd like to know. Just legit why.
All right, Pump Kids. Punk Kids.
I think you just said pumpkins.
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 Okay, so Halloween. We're doing this.
All right.
Okay.
Jump to the skate park, let's have some fun. Lace up the Skechers from under the tongue. It's a little party for the losers. Most of us are coming from a family of abusers. It's our time, don't give a fuck. Talk about the ramps we made and places we snuck. People shaking their heads at the punk rock kids. We were hated way before we ever sunk to this. I don't really care what you think, no. You hated me when I played normal. So why would I listen to your proposal? Kiss my ass, full exposure, read my dick for closure. They're crying, everybody pining. Our antics, scared when they're combining. You'll find me, therapists behind me. We're lying, skipping school is fine, see. They taught us, we're not worth a dime, please. Remind me, why should I be trying?
I love this song. I did the first time I heard it because it's a different genre from Skeem than we had heard at the time before.
Right.
And
it just surprised me when we heard it.
It's very early 2000s alternative punk.
I feel like it's like late 90s.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
This is definitely that was one of the fun things for me, was the nostalgia, like.
So when I was when I was a teenager, so late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of what I listened to at that time were Blink-182.
Yeah, that's exactly. It was reminiscent.
Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah. Stuff
like that. So, like, it's got a very similar sound to all that.
Well, plus I fit in with the whole... I wasn't punk so much, but I was definitely one of the rock kids, one of the kids that went to the concerts, and... At least in my private Christian school, they were like, what, who's Bloodhound Gang? Who are the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Did you know it took me like 6 years to realize Hooray for Boobies was designed that if you stuck your finger in through the thing and looked at the album, it was a nipple? It did.
It took you that long.
I didn't say I was bright. I just said it. Wow. I enjoyed them. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Kids. Every single day, leaving home I'd run away, thinking I won't go back, insecurity will make me stay in our place. Everybody is a loser, whether skating and life blading or just rocking down our scooters. Doesn't matter, we're all here enjoying what we can. They call us edgy hippies, think we care about the man, but honestly our plan is not to never give a damn. It's escape from all the people who will never understand. I don't really care what you think, no. You hated me when I played normal, so why would I listen to your proposal? Kiss my ass, full exposure, read my dick for closure. They're crying, everybody pining. Our antics, scared when they're combining. You'll find me, therapists behind me. We're lying, skipping school is fine, see. They taught us, we're not worth a dime, please. Remind me, why should I be trying? Don't ever think that this is something that needs fixing. We're just the kids who in plain sight still somehow went off missing. They're crying, everybody pining. Our antics, scared when they're combining. You'll find me, therapists behind me.
It's a fun video, too.
Now, that one you called wrong, Skeem. Part of it was I have never been a huge fan of makeup. I did not fit in the scene. I could not be emo without the makeup.
So get it right. Brand new city. Devil's Eyes might be my second favorite.
I
Mostly
really like
because
that
of the
one, too.
video.
I really like all of them so far.
Right?
Like I said, he might have a winner here.
No.
Brand new city, okay. Is this the one that he said is essential to the storyline, but
Yeah.
his lowest? Okay.
This is his least favorite that he did, but it was essential to the story of the album.
Okay.
Which I'm guessing he was going through a bunch of shit and then moved.
Right? Which, hey Matthew.
This is a story of Skeem's teenage years, I'm guessing. Or at some point in his life.
Okay. Albums, yeah, like conceptual albums.
I would agree with that scheme.
Yeah. Like, I do like the fact that this is a concept.
All right, so this is Brand New City. Let's get it. What up, Matthew? One person I will definitely say I think does really good albums, but he doesn't have a huge presence on YouTube. Handles McGee. I've listened to a couple of his albums outside of anything, and he just doesn't have a big presence. But dude is hella talented, and conceptually his artists or his albums are just insane.
Coherent is kind of, I guess, more what I meant. It's one thing to have every track is great, but when you're making an album, like, there has to be some sort of flow, continuity, something, so that you're not jarred as a listener.
And if you want to completely change the flow of your album, that's where skits come in. And people don't really do skits anymore either. So they just kind of let one song go into the next song, into the next song, and there's just no flow to it.
Right.
There's no feel to it.
And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be like they're all about the same thing or it's one long story or whatever, but you have to do it in a way that you're not like, oh shit, my eardrums got blasted because we went from this to this, or yeah.
Right.
Right.
Another day, sitting in my living room, but this place is crowded with the kids who plot my doom. I guess for now, it's safe to assume the only reason they showed up is for one final lampoon. Handed them the invites, moving out party, leaving California, am I missing you? Hardly. But my parents seem to think that I have got friends, so now I'm giving paper sheets to all these dead ends. They're all here, happy and sublime. Nobody pays my wretchedness any bit of mine. Hear them whisper, no need for a grapevine. They're so excited I'll be gone in due time. On a plane to write a new ditty, long for a change, but what a pity. Up until now, I thought it was them and not me. Soon I find with any kind I'm always the disease. Come and fly with me, let's rock to a brand new city. A new start, same theme, what a pity. Always play the outcast, fake it like I'm witty. Come and fly with me.
Make it like I'm winning.
I would also say Linkin Park and Breaking Benjamin have both also been very good at putting together albums.
Yeah, but then we're talking about, like, mainstream artists. I mean,
True.
I know Halsey is too, but...
Yeah, she said Halsey, he said Fall Out Boy's been good at it.
This is the one that you should be... I can't snap, so fuck that shit, but...
She legit can't snap. She also can't raise her eyebrow. So when I'm really mad at her, I just do this.
Then you look like some prick off of West Side Story.
It's a good musical, and yes.
Yeah, but, you know.
Let's rock to a brand new city. A new start, same theme, what a pity. Always play the outcast, fake it like I'm witty. Come and fly with me. New school, same rules, I'm the outcast. Real teeth, close eyes, try to outlast another town coming soon. I'll be out fast.
West Side Story is actually my second favorite musical behind Repo the Genetic Opera.
To be fair, I think he's sexy too. That doesn't mean that, you know, if he came at me like that when I was pissed at him, I wouldn't laugh my ass off, but, you know.
Town coming soon, I'll be out fast. Some schools, I tried to be ignored. Other schools, I tried to be adored. Always fooled to thinking I should try. Every rule I put on my head would make me sigh. The mocking never bothered me in honesty. And honestly, a punch or two gave me oddest glee. The hardest scene was friends making plans dishonestly. That's when death picked me up and put me on its knee. Suicidal, feel lost, await revival. Another trial, my mind becomes a rival. Reaching out, I'm searching for survival. More denial, ostracized upon arrival. I know you made plans you didn't want me to know. I'd rather throw hands than be part of the show. I don't need friends who don't want me to go. I'd rather...
Again, honestly, I can say that for a lot of late 90s, early to mid 2000s music in general. As far as putting an album together that sound cohesive with or without it being a conceptual album. Because, I mean, I even look at, whether it's hip-hop, the T.I.'s, Luda's,
My hair is...
Jay-Z, like, they put together
opposite.
solid, full albums. And yeah, you might not like a song or two off of one of the albums, but it still sounds good altogether. Rock-wise, Disturbed, Linkin Park.
Down with the Sickness was a damn good album. You are correct. Hey, Jeff.
I feel like it's become something that, regardless of genre of music, has become almost a lost art form in music.
Right. I agree. But yeah, it might have something to do with the attention span. Like was mentioned just a bit ago. Like, people
I mean, to be fair, people don't even want to make songs longer than 2.5 minutes anymore.
With more than 2 verses.
Right.
There is that. Yeah.
hands than be part of the show. I don't need friends who don't want me to go. I'd rather have the villains who are wishing me woe. I know you made plans you didn't want me to know. I'd rather throw hands than be part of the show. I don't need friends who don't want me to go. I'd rather have the villains who are wishing me woe.
Come and fly with me. Let's rock to a brand new city. A new start, same theme, what a pity. Always play the outcast, fake it like I'm ready. Come and fly with me. New school, same rules, I'm the outcast. Grit teeth, close eyes, try to outlast. Another town coming soon, I'll be out fast.
Right. I will say, YouTubers, a couple EPs I've heard have been pretty solid, but they're like 4 or 5 songs a piece.
Right.
DK Rap Artist did the Omega EP, which I thought was fantastic.
Right.
But I was like, shit, dude, it's 4 songs. Like,
Give me more.
you need at least 10 more. Come on.
At least. Yeah, no, there's been some great ones, and you are correct, Skeem. Like, the mainstream artists still do it, and it's also kind of something they almost have to get good at, because albums are kind of more expected in a way, and they're going to be doing concerts, and a lot of times their concerts are going to be a concept, at least, you know?
Right.
New kid.
New kid. He's at the new
On
city.
the block.
I close my eyes.
New kids on the block, suck a lot of dick, boy, girl, you make me sick. I won't finish that line because I fear I might get canceled.
In this group? Probably not.
Nah, but somebody will inevitably come through, watch it, record it, post it on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Like, look what he said.
Right.
It happens.
Well, yeah, that's a lot.
People are still being canceled for things they did 20 years ago. I'm just saying.
Right.
All right, so this is New Kid. This is after Skeem moves.
Thank
Is this
for
when you
that.
got to? Is this when you got to indie Skeem? Tracking
Hey, Susie.
tomatoes. What are tracking tomatoes? Oh, tomorrow.
I interpreted correctly, but that was hilarious. Thank you. That's awesome.
Some from Indy, some from Cali. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, there will be a stream. Well, I don't know if you're asking us or Skeem.
Who are you asking, Pebbles?
Got my straps on, got this pack on the plan, my
Pebbles.
For Suzanne, because Dean just asked,
We-
and other people, we are streaming later
Yes.
our normal reaction stream.
I'm sure Skeem will stream later as well.
Right, so...
We're probably going to take a short break after
Right.
this. It'll probably be about an hour.
Intermission, so that we can eat and...
Well, we're probably going to go buy cigarettes because she's
Right.
almost out. And then... I was say I don't know if Skeem is or not. I know it seems like he streams almost every night, so...
Well, and the insanity thing is at 9. He's dropping the lyric video at 9.
Interrupting the slashers with your nonsense, right? Jeez.
That's great.
Got my straps on, got this pack on the plan, my attack like a new kid. I ain't talking guns, if I had packed that, then I snap back. Turn this bitch up like I'm making the news, kid. I'm just a goofy kid trying to make some friends, strutting with hand-me-down clothes and some confidence, but they don't rock with the obnoxious esophagus. Now the annoying kid, hope he don't talk to us. There goes the bell, time for the teachers, but I'm raising hell from right under the bleachers. A creature with usable features, a curious seekers, a comma with beakers. Measure me up, I don't got much, but if you pay me, I'll give you my lunch. I'm used to the hunger, but Monday is new. I think I'm the only poor kid in this room. If only our differences ended right there. I don't fare to be fair to pull through this affair, cause the fair I'm aware is to somewhat compared to the style and swagger of what is out there. But you stare at my bare, unaware personality snares and my galaxy flares, cause the fallacy there is I think it can change all the things of despair, but disparities make similarities tear. Got my straps on, got this pack on the plan, my attack like a new kid. I ain't talking guns, if I had packed that, then I snap back. Turn this bitch up like I'm making the news, kid. I'm just a goofy kid trying to make some friends, strutting with hand-me-down clothes and some confidence, but they don't rock with the obnoxious esophagus. Now the annoying kid, hope he don't talk to us. Turn the next page, don't give a fuck. Now I enrage all the young bucks. What you gonna do though? Looking like a scared doe when you took your best shot. Nose dripping with blood, stop. But I laugh at your hot-headed temper. Try to cool your ember. By taking my blood and spitting on your tender girlfriend's brand new dress with splendor. Took it from white to polka dot. Now make your
White to
jokes out of
polka
cherry pop. I dare you to pop, take another shot, but you walk away with your lollipop. They tell me to stop, but I grab a mop and throw my blood onto
What
the
up, Rev?
locker top. Now the teachers will come
Hey,
and the
Rev.
jaws will drop. There's a blood-drenched kid using gold for props. Got my straps on, got this pack on the plan, my attack like a new kid. I ain't talking guns, if I had packed that, then I snap back. Turn this bitch up like I'm making the news, kid. I'm just a goofy kid trying to make some friends, strutting with hand-me-down clothes and some confidence, but they don't rock with the obnoxious esophagus. Now I'm the scary kid, hope he don't walk with us.
Nice.
I really like that.
I've been the new kid a couple times. That was definitely...
If you want us to, it'll have to be on the next stream, Rev. We're doing just an album review of We Skeem's Once Upon a Loser. And then we're going to take about a 30-minute to hour-long break where we'll be doing actual
and then we'll
reactions.
come back with our live reactions that we normally do.
Now, I've never had the privilege of... I don't know if it's necessarily considered a privilege. But I've never gotten to be the new kid in, like, a completely new state.
I don't think that's a privilege.
I've lived in Indiana my entire life. Pretty much Indianapolis, Indiana.
That's fine, Rev. That's fine.
My entire life. No, you good. You good,
You're
Rev.
good. We'd love to check it out. Just, yeah.
However, I have changed school districts.
Right.
Lived with my mom, lived with my dad, went back to living with my mom. Nothing ever really changed. I was still that shy, quiet, got
Right.
picked on all the time. It wasn't until my failed suicide attempt. I'm glad I failed. But for those of you that don't know, just a quick story. Went through some serious depression. It's the only time I ever thought about suicide. Gathered up like all my mom's pills in her medicine cabinet, threw them into a bowl, grabbed a glass of water, went downstairs, threw on Eminem's The Eminem Show because I was going to go out listening to my favorite artist. And then popped the pills in my mouth. Luckily and thankfully, I cannot dry swallow. Or I couldn't as a kid. I can now.
I mean, it's thankful, but yeah.
I couldn't. And then I was listening to the song Sing for the Moment. And there was a part in the song that just made me realize this isn't what I want to do. I completely changed up my attitude for the next school year. and basically became an asshole.
Right.
At which point, kind of made me popular for the last couple years of high school. But then you become popular with
People
people
like
you
dicks.
really don't want to be with.
Yeah. Metal, we will, but this is strictly an album review for Skeem right now. We'll be back. Yeah. That MGK. Yeah, I've transferred a couple times because we moved to England.
Right.
And I was the American kid. So I got picked on for having the American accent. I got asked to sing stuff, to say stuff.
Amy Lee's good at making
She's
mortal enemies. Who is the other mortal enemy of... It's, Metal... Or, no, Bars 666.
Bars 666.
Bars 666 and Amy Lee are also
yeah,
mortal
exactly. Dual.
enemies. Dual had us. Dual know what we were talking about.
So, yeah, and I was way behind in comparison to their schooling. And then I moved back, and it was with the same kids that I had grown up with, had just spent 3 years away from them. And I was way ahead of them. And I had a pseudo-British accent. So I was, once again, the weird kid. And then when I finally got my parents to understand that those kids and I just were never going to get along and went to public school, I changed up. And I was still quiet and kept to myself pretty much. I made a couple friends. But I definitely had learned the evil eye by that point. And most people just thought I was a hands down cunt. Which I kind of was. You know? And they either wanted to be my friend or they avoided the fuck out of me. So, you know.
Right.
I prefer the...
Full Sail University.
Right?
Alright, so this is We Skeem's True Love. We have not seen this yet. I don't know how long he's had this lyric video out.
I haven't heard it. Alright.
Let's check it out. I have Hellcat on my side. Do I?
I mean... I'll roast everybody with you, so sure.
It'd be me and Skeem versus Hellcat.
Hey, Mad Hatter.
Amy Lee forever.
Well, I mean, like, you know.
We'll rap, you guys sing.
Hey, Jay. Yeah, every 2 years is rough.
What up, Mad Hatter? What up, Jay? Dean?
It's been a long, long road, and where I go, I'm best to go alone. I don't know what I'm owed, nothing to show. The stress turned me to stone. Uninvited, thought that if I tried it, maybe keeping company would help me to subside it. But this virus tied this insecure and childish semblance of a man by his own hands. You know me, I know you. I'm inconvenient to your moves. You stole me, can't undo. Discarding me is what you choose. I thought new friendship would upend this, but the devil lurks in pretty eyes, armed with some penmanship and bloody wrists. But my words were met with heavy sighs. Never meant to be the pining and the whining. Sold in 16 years of life, you were the first to call me wonderful. Growing older meant cold shoulders. You used mine for crying on. I blame this all on you, but it's my mind that sang a lying song. You know me, I know you. I'm inconvenient to your moves.
Bruh.
Hey, Jackson, by the way.
Is that you screaming in the background with it? Do you hear the...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him.
Bruh. Oh my god.
Yeah, I really like the emotion in this one. This is the only love song under the Skeem She said something about this. Hey Poe, being only song based on romance ever made. All right, well,
Under the We Skeem
the
name.
fucked up version.
Bruh. You got so many different sides to you. It's fucking fantastic.
I
I've-
really like it.
It's the first time I've ever heard him do that. Like, it reminds me of EP music.
In a way, yeah. Yeah.
Inconvenient to your moves. You stole me, can't undo. Discarding me is what you choose.
It's not the only romantic song you've done. There's a joke that's supposed to go here. I don't remember the name of the song he did. It was that one where he was rapping about getting laid. It was a parody. It was like a parody of another song that was very. That was that. I don't remember. Skeem, help me out here. What song was that? Because you probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right?
That's not really a romantic song, though.
To you it is.
I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see that.
Right? No.
Talking sex can be romantic, damn it.
Sure, as long as you're not throwing dye to go with it.
Say it's her, say it's me. Dealer's choice in this travesty. What I learned from all my birds. It's not true love without love returns. Say it's her, say it's me. Dealer's choice in this travesty. What I learned from all my birds. It's not true love without love returns.
True.
Oh.
You know me, I know you. I'm inconvenient to your moves. You stole me, can't undo. Discarding me is what you choose.
Also, did you take that from the Eminem video? No.
No.
That looked like a scene from the M.
No, I know
video
what
he
you're
did with
talking
Ed
about.
Sheeran.
I really do like the mix on this with the guitars and everything you were talking about, but I like the layering of your vocals more.
This song is We Skeem, or the song. The artist is We Skeem. The song is True Love, and we're actually reacting to all of We Skeem's Once Upon a Loser album. So
Right now. Yeah.
Also, what up, Jackson? What up, Poe?
I like that.
Again, if you guys haven't had the chance to yet, definitely go add this album to some sort of playlist and listen to it on Spotify.
Oh, definitely.
This whole thing has been fantastic so far. I think we've only got 4 songs left. 3 songs? 3 or 4? 3 songs left?
3. So some of them we had heard and they were already on playlists. I have them on multiple playlists. And I'm going to add the entire album. We have a signed hard copy of the album, but, you know, that's signed. That'll be framed
Yes.
right next to the sexy pictures of Skeem.
Yes. Which is actually the album art as well.
Right?
Now!
Hey, Ward.
This is
Now.
it. This is the Mecca.
I'm super excited to see this video again.
I really like this one. Ward, we will when we hit our normal reaction stream. I know, sometimes you're early, sometimes you're late. We're doing an album review right now. As soon as we're done with this, so we've got 3 more songs left. We're going to take a short break, shorter intermission, get your food, get your popcorn. We'll be back in like half an hour, and then we will start our regular request stream.
Yes. I'm excited for this video. This is probably
Thank you so much, Skeem. I'm not used to having that many. I'm used to doing it all myself. God damn it.
This has been my favorite. I can honestly say
Up until this point.
this has probably been my favorite video of the videos he's done.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because it's very creepy.
I
like it.
Yeah, I like the lyric video for Insanity as well.
Right.
Again, it's kind of a creepy theme, but yeah.
I actually streamed a video game last night, this morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
For like 6 hours.
So
Hey,
probably next Saturday night to Sunday morning.
Yeah, seems to be a thing.
It'll be,
It's up at midnight to 3 and start streaming.
right, it'll be more Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Cool, Adder. Oh, I saw you did that super log one, yeah. Most people were asleep. So, hold on. Was it the Martinellis that you let ferment? Because I know you said that if Mrs. Skeem had noticed that you were fermenting shit, she would have been pissed, but he tweeted something about, like, he takes his art very seriously and had something from our original video shoot fermenting this whole time, and I did notice the first time we saw this that Martinelli's is the wrong color and looks a little fuzzy.
Ah.
You let the black
blackjack table mold. Ugh.
How bad did that smell during filming? Like,
Smelled like an actual underground casino.
probably locker room, a mold.
People always wonder how you got here. Everyone born innocent. Who's the puppeteer? The outcome is inevitable fear. They want to know the path so they can't stay clear. I've become a monster, sociopathic imposter, so deranged that good behavior is a foster. Temporary, soon I'll be back to my merry ways of fantasizing about killing all these kids and raping girls who never played. What did he say? What did he say? The thoughts inside my mind seem so foreign, but they're mine. If I put them to a rhyme, set off alarms, now run and hide. When you're raped and raised, berated by constant cold shoulders, all you're taught is hate. Your love dissolves as fury smolders. You see the devil's eyes and start to empathize. I empathize with devil's eyes.
You did a great job
Yeah.
filming.
Did you hear about the violence? Red Lake, Minnesota, Columbine, more famous, but this one was better. Let me tell the story for you. Small town, stakes are high, break walls down. Killed his girlfriend and his grandparents. Went to school and fired errantly. 10 killed in a class of 23. Almost took out half of them. 50% victory. Bullied all his life. Special programs gave him Prozac. Blamed for all his own strife. Till he snapped and took it all back. Is it wrong that I relate to the killer, not the victims? If my screws were any looser, then I died to listen symptoms. When you're raped and raised, berated by constant cold shoulder, all you're taught is hate. Your love dissolves as fury smolders. You see the devil's eyes and start to empathize. I empathize with devil's eyes.
Really? 31 flavors? I love that laugh. It kills me.
I've been raped and raised, berated by constant cold shoulders. But I fight their hate, tears on my face, my fury smolders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for broken.
I really like that. There's a...
One of the things I
I'm
can.
gonna have to do that later.
What?
He said if you frame by frame the part where he finger, there's an actual spark smoke. Yeah, I really like that one. That's still top of my list.
It's like a job for Miss Scheme.
Wow.
He's the same as me though.
Did
It's
you
like,
want to eat tonight?
If you want it painted, you're gonna have to do it. Like, I don't do painting.
My shoulders don't do painting. I would rather pay someone to paint.
Exactly. There are people that do that shit and get paid for it to do it professionally. I'm gonna let them handle it.
Right. And it'll be quicker. And probably less of a mess too.
I can say as well lyrically, I have had moments in my life I could relate to the Killers.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing there are certain points in my life that I didn't have access to a gun.
I never had my parents aren't. I've never lived in an area that's hunting or anything like that.
Right.
It's just I've never had any sort of access. It's just...
It's also why I've personally chosen to never own a gun, because I know I have moments of anger management issues. I've done a really good job of suppressing it as an adult,
Right.
the older I get. But I've had moments where even as a young adult, 20 to 25, that there would have been some road rage incidents where if I'd have had a gun, I'd have gone to jail.
So what you're saying is I should just sit here and look pretty while they paint. And since they're up on ladders, they've got a better view, right? That's what you're saying? I don't worry about it necessarily because, like I said, I never had access. And
Hi, I'm Jason Hansen.
Hi, Jason Hansen.
It's not that I repress my anger anymore. It's that I just have a healthier way of rationalizing, dealing with my emotions.
Right. But
my sister and then the kids at the Christian school I went to would have been in severe danger if I had... My sister's probably the only person who's ever made me see red. And then, I am so glad my parents did finally let me stop going to that school when I did. As long as I'm not stingy.
You're a sitting scooping. You're
100% off. Oh, good. You get a little you time, so you come and join us.
I don't think I've heard Broken before.
I haven't, for sure. And this is the one that...
This was one I was super, probably the most excited to listen to.
Okay. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Are you really?
I am.
How excited?
I am not jumping up and down in my seat. People are apparently
Please.
watching my boobs anyway. Right?
All right. This is Broken.
Yeah, me neither, Freeman.
Hold on to your butt stuff, chat.
Oh, I like that.
Try to focus hard on my schoolwork. Why is it so hard just to do work? All the other kids seem to get each other, but the rules that they all follow never call me as a number. Try to hide another blunder, go to sleep but never slumber. Turn into a clown so when they laugh I can recover. But I wonder if the doctor is correct that I am damaged, or my parents are correct in saying therapy's a bandage. But what is the root of the issue? Nose is running, so why skip the tissue? I wanna go ahead and treat the disease, but the symptoms are more than my heart can appease. Starting up chaos, so attention will follow. Cause if I behave normal, I'm ignored and feel hollow. Who I am inside has no empathy for them. I keep a gun up to my
sister was the one that was probably in the worst danger. That's great.
I don't think I've ever gone that far.
Your brother's also 10 years older than you.
That is also true.
Like,
We got to like one actual fight. He let me punch him in the chest about 6 times and then he tackled me.
he was like, that's it. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I really like that. But that's hilarious. I don't think I ever chased my sister with a knife. I mean, like, accidentally whipped her with a belt once.
I threw a pair of scissors at a kid that was the brother of one of my brother's friends, and it stuck in his arm.
Ouch.
He had to go to the hospital and
Right.
get stitches and shit.
Well, I mean, the incident with my sister, she pissed me off bad, and I just picked up the first thing. Like, I didn't even look. I just picked up the first thing that was on the floor and threw it at her, and it just so happened to be her belt, and the buckle of the belt hit the back of her hand, and she had this big old square welt on her hand, and oh, my parents were pissed.
Yeah.
And we were in a bed and breakfast, so everybody heard it. She went off like a siren.
Nice.
She always does. It's not nice. It meant I got in trouble for nothing all the time.
To be fair, you probably deserved this one.
This one I deserved. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I had just gone and tattled as to what she was doing, she would have gotten in trouble that time. But, you know, had to go and make it my fault.
Right.
I scream a lot and chase my brother with a knife. I black out, but when I see there's still no light, I really wish I was like everybody else. It's all my fault, I caused these problems for myself. I keep staring at the dirt inside my room, wonder when I'll be the dust of other people's gloom. Troubled child, daily it's not coming mild, constantly reminded I'm a special kind of file. First I tried to deny, but the evidence still piles. Every person that I meet convicts me guilty without trial. I want to be accepted and I care what people think. I hate that I'm rejected, washing tears in dirty sinks, but still I'm keeping silent as I'm pushed beyond the brink. Hopeless, but for all this turn to things I rarely speak.
He's broken, watch him joking, never to recover from the words he's spoken. Don't leave him alone, he's cancer, showing all the red flags without any answers.
Flashback to some years before, I was still a mess, knocking on hell's door, but my family didn't fear me like they do today. This is the part of the story that I barely say. A darkened past, it's the first foray into the depths of the quakes of my mind's dismay. I guess the only thing that I could do was say what happened once upon a loser when we were alone that day. They tell you to never trust a stranger, but the people that you know should not present a danger. An adult touching a child is sure to cause some anger, but the counselor I told said it was I who wavered. Just a decade older, so I must have liked it, even though I said no, my curiosity spiked it. She was pretty, so if anything, then I had planned it. A troublesome child in need of reprimanding. Thanks for the therapy and understanding.
She should be fired.
Watch.
That type of person should be fired.
Fired.
Both of them.
Expelled.
Yeah. Unsubscribed.
The therapy and understanding.
He's broken, watch him joking, never to recover from the words he's spoken. Don't leave him alone, he's cancer, showing all the red flags without any answers. He's broken, watch him joking, never to recover from the words he's spoken. Don't leave him alone, he's cancer, showing all the red flags without any answers.
I didn't say pause it.
Dude, that harmonization that you did there, fucking gorgeous.
Right.
I mean, it's a harsh song. Amazing, but harsh song. But that was, honestly, I think that's the prettiest I've heard you sing. I mean, I like your singing anyway, but I think that harmonization at the end there was some of the prettiest that I've heard you sing.
I can see that.
And I did like that nice touch at the end. Yeah. Yeah.
I was waiting for a jump scare.
That also might have been appropriate. I mean, he was saying that everyone was, scared of him at that point. So, why not?
Right.
Don't miss an opportunity. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit to have to go through, Skeem.
And
Sorry,
Amy
brother.
Lee, that explains some things. That explains some stuff. Yeah.
All right, so the last track is "Flowers for Mom."
With U.S. Bank Altitude.
Yeah, that's tough shit to recount. But the transparency makes it a hard-hitting song, dude.
Right.
So it was going to be the first and ended up being the last? Well,
Okay.
work backwards.
Biblically, it doesn't say something like the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Or
Hell, I'm never
some shit like
asking for anything edible from you. Ever.
You used the right meat the first time.
You did.
As a matter of fact, you corrected yourself to be wrong.
Well, I mean, she was going with the whole poisoner scheme.
Oh.
So, Oh my god!
All right. Here we go.
Waking up, 6 in the morning. Dad just left, Mama's still snoring. Go out in the garden despite the forewarning. Pick yellow flowers to show I'm adoring. Mama tells me that she loves them, puts them in the bag. I guess that's a term differential when she'll call her son a fag. Don't mean to be a drag, I'd love to plant a different flag. But this tapestry you left for me is putting joy on dirty rags.
Gather flowers for mom, try to write a nice song, let the memories sway. Here is where it began, let the legacy stand and plant the dismay. Gather flowers for mom, go ahead, play along with the cliched trope. So the story begins to uncover the sins that remove my hope.
The earliest memories that I think that I had are of my mother screaming at me as I cry for my dad. See, I never put this thing into a journal would think. It's just a memory that has always crept up when I think. Dad was beating mom while mom protected my brothers. But when it came to me, my only shielding was the covers. A victim of my circumstance reminded her of dad. I never really had a chance to hurt, my soul itself was bad. I don't mean to complain, but once upon a loser. I started as a kid who in his family was intruder. When labeled as an outcast by people who were strangers, I saw it as the usual, I never sensed the danger. The truth built in my veins, I'll always be a loser. I thought myself insane to compensate for my abusers. And when the truth felt sour, I picked my mother flowers. I liked the quiet of alone and stayed that way for hours.
Gather flowers for mom, try to write a nice song, let the memories sway. Here is where it began, let the legacy stand and plant the dismay. Gather flowers for mom, go ahead, play along with the cliched trope. So the story begins to uncover the sins that remove my hope. I'm so sorry, I am worthless, unforgiven, serve no purpose. Please forget me when I'm buried. Plant new flowers, let mom carry. I'm so sorry, I am worthless, unforgiven.
Oh, that was it.
Damn. I can see it was a.
It's a rough way to end it.
I was gonna say it was a nice sum up, but that's not what I mean. Like, yes, I do, but nice is not the word. Like, it's beautiful. It was a well constructed song. It's nice in that aspect. Like, but no, the whole album was amazing.
Yeah, it's not very often I run across an album that I can honestly say I can listen to every song off of.
Right.
It does happen, just not often. And
Right.
this is definitely one of them. I don't think there's a bad or even mediocre track on this album. I think they're all good. And they all serve a purpose to tell the story of Skeem's life.
Right. No, I wouldn't even say there's a subpar. Ranking this one would be very hard for me. Because it depends on what mood I'm in. Which one would be my favorite at the time.
Right. I definitely think my favorite on the track
Well, I mean, yeah, no.
or on the album is still, what was it, Silent, I think was the one I said earlier.
I think so. Not every story has a happy ending. Or an ending. I mean, technically speaking. But that's why I was like, nice is not the word I wanted to use. Like, it's a fitting summary in retrospect, like you were saying. And it's an incredible, well-produced song. But nice is not the word I was wanting to use. But that's all my brain was giving me at the moment.
No, that was fantastic, though, Skeem.
And like I said, yeah, Helena is right. Like, they're all thought-provoking, introspective, and the transparency that you're showing throughout the entire album is amazing. Not many people are willing to be vulnerable for an entire album, let alone like a single song.
Right.
So that was well worth the wait. Well worth the wait.
But also kind of mad we waited.
Yes, that too. That too. Although I am
was-
glad for like the lyric videos and the visual
Right.
well, visualizers, I guess I'll say, plus some of the videos. Very enjoyable. Shall be listening to it a lot.
Yes.
But like I said, it's going to depend on what mood I'm in, which one is my favorite at the time. Because I mean, I loved Insanity. I loved Devil's Eyes. I really like Punk Kids, Hit Me. I mean, it's going to depend.
Just depends on the day.
Yeah. Of the week. Yeah.
All right, I think we are going to go ahead and end this here. It is almost 7 o'clock. We'll probably be back around 8 o'clock.
Right.
Would be my guess. I still have to create a thumb for it. It took me almost an hour to create the thumb for this one because I had no clue how I was going to do an album review thumb.
Plus you were distracted.
I was only distracted for 30 minutes. Like, it's still...
You're like, it took me an hour, but I was
No. It took me an hour after
Right.
the distraction. Like,
Oh, okay.
But yeah, fantastic Skeem. And you have definitely set a bar that other people will not have to meet on the reviews.
But you're correct about the YouTube community in terms of like album construction. Like
Right.
this was an incredibly well-rounded, like I feel like it's completed, but I also kind of now want a later in life album. You know, like I feel like you graduated. And so now I need the adult Skeem version. I mean, it could still be,
It could be bling.
you're still
We haven't heard his earlier albums yet.
that too.
Title it No Longer a Loser, unless you actually still
I
consider
mean, he
yourself
thinks
a
he's
loser.
still a loser, so.
I don't think you're a loser.
No. I mean, like.
Oh.
All right, Freeman. Bedtime, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's pretty late where he's at. Alright, guys, so with that being said, we're out of here. Thanks to everybody that stopped by. Thanks, Skeem, for sticking around with us the whole time.
Definitely.
And Mrs. Skeem for swinging through and saying hello all the duels and Pebbles and Amy Lee and Freeman and Jay and just everyone that stopped by. 100% collabs.
Cool, okay.
Nice.
All right. That's awesome. Look forward to that.
Definitely.
We got to get him to 100K. We've been trying.
Let me know if you make a stabby stab track.
Good night,
I could
Mrs.
I could always
Hopefully
give
you
you a
get-
verse.
A period of sleep. Or to work on the nursery. One or the other.
Right. All right, guys. I love y'all. Thank
See
y'all for
some of you
watching.
soon.
And we cannot wait to see y'all soon.